Hi everybody. So tonight what we're going to do is marinate some chicken to cook tomorrow night. Today's busy world, it helps if you can do something that you can put together pretty quickly and the entire dinner is cooked in one pan. That's what we're going to do tonight, make a marinated chicken in honey. So our ingredients are sitting here waiting for us. We have, this is half a cup of honey and a half a cup of virgin olive oil. The olive oil is sitting on top of the honey. They're not mixed together. This is 3/4 of a cup of wine. It really doesn't matter what kind of wine. Probably white wine would have been better, but I didn't have any. This is 3 garlic cloves that have been chopped up. This is 1/2 of a lemon that's sliced very, very thinly on a mandolin blade. These are 2 bay leaves. I have a bay tree outside and I just went outside and picked them. And this is Herbes de Provence. I actually didn't have that, so I mixed it up from the herbs that I did have. This is the juice of a whole lemon. This is a cup of chicken broth. And that's what our chicken is going to marinate in. So we're going to put the chicken into the bag to begin with. So we have 8 chicken thighs. Thighs are great meat for, and these are boneless, skinless chicken thighs, so they will be easy to eat. And very tender, having marinated all night and then cook on them tomorrow. So this is supposed to be 8. I believe it's 10, but they're kind of small, so I'm not going to worry about that. I could have more people to dinner, right? Okay, so we're going to add to this all of the things that are part of our marinade. The hardest thing to pour in is going to be the honey and oil, because the honey is not going to want to come out of the measuring cup as easily. It helps a little bit. It would have been smarter of me to put the oil in first and then the honey, but I didn't do it that way. My mother always said a good cook is generous, and so I probably had a little more than a half a cup of honey. So if a little bit gets left in the measuring cup, it's not going to hurt a thing. We're going to pour in the wine. Here it goes. We're going to add the chicken broth, and here goes the lemon juice. And here go the Herbes de Provence. And I don't have a mandolin, but I have a grater that has a little mandolin edge on one side of it, so that's what I use to slice the lemon. A little scary. Don't want to cut your fingers off, so be careful if you do that. Here go in our 2 very fresh bay leaves. We're going to set our little marinade mix in this bowl. It'll keep the chicken covered that way. It also will keep, if the bag splits or anything, leaks in any way, it'll leak into the bowl instead of into my refrigerator. Now the hard part is getting all this garlic out. Can you imagine how my hands are going to smell once I've done this? Oh yes. Okay, there goes our garlic. And now our marinade is all ready. I'm going to shut the top and I'm going to move it around a little bit to distribute the ingredients that are in the marinade. And now I'm going to put it in the refrigerator overnight, and then this can be cooked tomorrow. Now it's time to put our chicken, so I can have chicken dinner tonight, in the oven. It sort of braises. It cooks at 325. Now I'm going to put the marinade and the chicken thighs on this pan. After a while, I'm going to add to these thighs, I'm going to add potatoes and carrots. You could do some other vegetables if you like. I think carrots often go really well with honey, and I particularly like cooked carrots. I know everybody doesn't. You could certainly do some other vegetable. But I would do the potatoes for sure, because it helps to have a starch, and if you don't do the potatoes, then you might want to have rice. It's all covered, and I'm going to put it in the oven for 1 hour and 45 minutes, and I'll be back with you when I add the potatoes and the carrots in a little while. This is how our dish looked when it came out of the oven. Chicken thighs and carrots and potatoes, marinated and roasted with a honey gravy, a piece of sourdough toast, and some grapes. I'm going to say to myself, bon appetit.